Today we're starting on installing vehicle in this 2014 Ford Explorer. Here's a little plan what we're going to do, put in this. Start taking things apart. Nothing really going on right now. Just started taking the console apart to take that out. It's going to be replaced with this Havas console. Taking that radio, throwing it in the console. Got this nice Phoenix visor light, solenoid, coffee cup, battery brain, 4 Phoenix Cobra 200s, sound off flashback module, Phoenix Cobra 800, some brackets, some Wayland Vertex flashing LEDs, Wayland siren controller and speaker, and we'll start getting all this put in. Now we have things started. We've got our trigger for our solenoid coming off the fuse block here. It's going to feed the solenoid, which feeds everything else. It's a constant power from the positive terminal of the battery. It's just easier to get it there. Running through a 50 amp maxi fuse. It's coming around down here. Following the factory wiring harness, we've got the speaker mounted. There's a little tab that comes off the frame here. It's wired in. Comes in down here on the opposite side of the air filter around top of the radiator support. Comes over here, which feeds our battery brain. Comes out the back side of the battery brain and to the solenoid, which is mounted right here. I've got a trigger coming right here off the fuse block over there, which turns the battery brain on and off, and also the solenoid. Already have my wire harness put together with all the wires that are going to trigger the lights in the front here. There's only one thing inside that needs to have constant power, and so I've got an inline fuse. We reuse these from time to time. That's going to give constant power to the radio that's going to be mounted in the console. So the fun part of this vehicle is getting wires through the firewall. Have to jack it up, put it on a jack stand, and come through a hole back here, which you can kind of see. Goes on the other side of the strut tower back there. You have to cut out a little insulation back there so it can fit through. This is 1/2 inch loom. So anyway, it comes through there. And then there's another hole right here. This is a factory hole. There's a plug that I pulled out. This is my fish tape that's just running through so you can see. So remove all this and you can get to it. Inside the vehicle, you have to remove the glove box, the trim around the glove box. There's a steel plate that sits right here that you also have to take off, and to more easily remove the glove box, you have to take this airbag off as well. It's just 4 8mm bolts and a couple of little push plug things. So anyway, back here you can see the light coming through the hole. That's the hole coming through the firewall. Factory hole. Just pop it through there, use a little strip caulking, and seal it up. I'm going to run that behind here by nice and tight, keep it out of the way. So the glove box will open and close and feed it into our new Havas console, which is started. Had to remove the shifter. It's not actually bolted down yet. The linkage is still disconnected. But this is what that looks like in there. We're still in progress. You can see in the rear so far. Have a light bar. It's a Phoenix 800 or Phoenix Cobra 800 mounted to the tailgate with some brackets that we made. It's fed through here and then down this side. There's also going to be some Cobra 200s on each side window here, right in this area and there. And that's it for now. Alright, so we've made some progress working on this Explorer. This is the back side of the bumper cover. See, we've got the Phoenix Cobra 200s mounted right here, and the Wayland Vertex is mounted on the front side. We've got our wires coming across. Down here all loomed up and secured. They're all brought together. The Phoenixes don't sync together, so they're separate, but the Vertexes do. And coming across out here, we've got outputting with 3 wires, color-coded according to my plan to hook up to the rest of the vehicle. Here's that Vertex mounted with its little molding right there. Actually had to cut the wires in this area and solder them back together because this resistor pack doesn't fit through the hole. So make things nice and simple and nice and clean looking. The front of the vehicle. Here are the wires that will be used to connect to that. We'll run the ground up here to this factory ground lug. And the other 2 wires are for flashing fog lights that are to come. Moving to the inside front seat of the vehicle. Got a Phoenix visor in place. Wires running down the A-pillar. Over here, got a grounding lug or wire running to the console for a fuse block. Runs across the front. The console is more together. Things are mounted down. There's the shifter and everything looks real nice with that Havas console. Inside, just the wire loom from up front coming in. The other wires from the rear here are some of them. They're going to run down here inside this factory tray, which goes under the carpet there, and they'll come up along the side here and then across under the seat and the console below here. Now for the rear of the vehicle. This side's put together. You can see the Cobra 200 over here. The wires for it are going across the top, along with the Cobra 800 up top. This side is still open. The other 200 is going to go in here just like the other side. Here are the wires coming down. Got the flashback module mounted right here, all wired up. Other wires for the other side, the tail light going across. Here the wires need to be extended to run to the front, and the antenna mounted right there. So here we have the console with wires coming from everywhere. You can see these are the wires coming from the firewall area. These are the wires coming from the rear. And these ones coming from the rear come from here onto the carpet and in that tray showed earlier. There they are going in the tray. They're nicely bundled up. It's factory wiring all the way back to where they need to go. And there's the other Cobra 200. So we have finished putting everything together mostly. And now we have the console. I just want to take a video of it before we get it all together. Here's the siren controller, all assembled and wired, programmed. Got looms tidied up, or wires tidied up a little bit. Here's our fuse block with grounds over here for all of our equipment. Speaker mounted inside the console, keep it out of the way. Here's our radio. And now just to finish putting it together, and we'll show the finished product. This is the final product of our 2014 Explorer build. See a couple lights on the top of the grill there. Nice finished engine compartment. Our solenoid. Inside, driver's perspective. Down here we've got our siren controller, our radio, our mics. Back here it's our battery brain reset. Little tray for whatever. Nice Havas console. From the outside, can't even tell that there are lights in it. From the front, slide position 1. Got those vertexes for slide 1. White lights around, including the flashbacks. Slide 2. That kicks in the Cobra 800 in the rear. Got Cobra 200s in the sides. That real nice Phoenix visor, and the Cobra 200s at the bottom of the grill. With the put it in a radio rebroadcast and slide 3. Normally in slide 3 the siren would come on, but we've got that off right now and just flashing takedowns. The Cobra 800 also has traffic director functions. Left arrow, right arrow, and split. That's a completed fire department Explorer.